What's up, everybody? Welcome to Anonymous Biker USA YouTube live stream. We have a great show planned tonight. We have 5 great guests, and we are going to go around the room and let them introduce themselves. And if each of you could tell me your screen name, what state you're from, and what you currently ride. So let's start with Mr. Prairie Boy 77.
All right. I just had to mute YouTube. Sorry. I'm Prairie Boy 77. And what else was I supposed to say?
Where you from and what you ride?
I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada, unfortunately, and I ride an '07 Suzuki Gixxer 1000.
Very nice.
Can't hear anything.
Mr. Bicasso.
Yes, so I am Brandon Bicasso. I am out of Montgomery, Alabama, and I currently ride a 2007 Suzuki M109R.
Very nice. And Doodle.
I am Doodle. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, and I ride a Triumph Street Triple R.
Very nice. RB24.
What's up? So I'm Rusty Bagger 24. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I ride a 2010 Electric Glide Classic.
Very nice one, I may add. Queen dropped out, huh?
Yeah, I think she's here. I saw her doing this motion.
Yeah. Oh, no, we lost Anonymous too.
What happened there?
Wait, what? Oh.
Uh-oh. Wheels are coming off.
All right, everybody there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us.
Good to go.
All right, let's
So
start
sorry,
with
if you saw me on my phone, that's why.
Brandon. So far with your M109R, what is your favorite bike mod that you have done?
It's a deep question.
Keep thinking, Rusty.
Probably my seat, maybe.
Is that right? What seat do you have on that bike?
I have the ultimate seat. The funny thing about it is I had a friend that was almost twice my weight, had one custom made for him, and he ended up giving me that. What's up, Queen?
Welcome
There
back,
she is.
Queen.
I had a friend that was twice my weight and ended up giving me that seat for free, so it has extra cushion
Oh, very good.
over the stock seat. So yeah, definitely the seat.
Okay. Doodle, how about you?
Can you repeat the question?
Your favorite mod on your current bike?
Favorite mod on my current bike? Probably crash guards. They've come in handy.
You've dropped it?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Battle scars.
All right, Rusty, what you got?
I'd say my favorite one that I've done is probably the D&D exhaust, the 2-in-1. It looks a little funny because I've got extended bags, so I've got like that gaping hole in the back on the other side, but it sounds so good. I love it.
It does.
Feel that.
Queen, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we got you.
All right,
So,
man.
what you tell everybody?
all
Tell everybody your screen name, what state you're from, and what you ride.
right, it's Queen City from St. Louis, Missouri. I ride a 19 Road Glide, and it's pretty dope. My favorite mod to it, I would have to say
Handlebars.
Oh yeah.
Handlebars.
the stage 1 and the 16-inch handlebars. The 16
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, PB77. How about you?
I actually didn't do a single mod to this bike, and that was kind of the point. That's why I bought 1000, because it's got more than enough power. I don't got to screw with the exhaust or nothing.
That's true.
It's all stock except for a K&N air filter.
Very
Nice.
nice.
I feel that.
All right, so Queen, what's your next bike mod you plan on doing with the Road Glide?
I'm debating between the 131 engine, the new engine that Harley dropped. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I need to see some reviews, and make sure that it's a good choice.
Well, Rusty, what do you know about that?
It's bad. It's bad.
What?
I don't. No, it's bad isn't good. I don't have the new.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the new Milwaukee 8. Mine's still twin cam, but I got a chance to ride Monster Inc.'s 2019 Road Glide, and oh man, it's got a 128 S&S, but if I can
It's
do that,
crazy.
if I can do that, I would. The twin cam version.
Yeah. Dang.
And Rusty, you had that the 124 also too, right?
Yeah, I did a 124 from Dirty Dixie Performance, and they're working on a new one now for this year. But last year I rode their 2018 lowrider that they built, and it was pretty bad. So yeah, I'd have to go with an engine upgrade myself.
Oh, I was just going to ask you. So that's your next thing?
Yeah, I would like it to be. Who knows if it's actually going to if it's going to happen? But I'd like it to be.
How about you, Brandon? You got anything planned for the M109?
Considering I've had that bike since 14, probably not, man. That bike came from the factory with enough power to. It has enough power as is. I'll probably end up getting another bike if I do anything else to it.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah, I'll get another bike.
Anything in particular?
I'll say that any brand is on the table. I'll say that.
Way to leave it open.
Every brand is on the table.
500 brands.
Huh?
Keep the options open.
There's only 500 brands to guess from.
Oh yeah. It'll be a shell shocker. I'll say that. But I know people ask me if I'm going to still get one, but it's still on the table.
How about you, Doodle? Got any new mods planned?
Not really. I've never thought so much about doing any like of that cool aesthetic stuff.
Right.
Honestly, I would love to get like a stunt cage on my bike.
Okay.
I think that'd be great. Like a really wide one. That way it'd be easy to pick up if I drop it. And I can keep doing stuff that may mean I drop it again, but I can just keep doing it.
There you go.
That's honestly probably my main thought is where can I get a like stunt cage?
So you're an expert at picking up bikes now.
No, you'd think I would, but somehow somebody.
You did a good job on the video.
Huh?
You did a very good job on your videos.
Picking it up?
Yeah.
I tried to pick up my bike more recently, and it wasn't working. So I don't know what detail I'm missing, but I need to practice again with all the right details because somehow I just wasn't able to pick it up more recently.
I've actually got a video on that, so
Yes, you do.
You can check that out.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. I'll look at it.
And Doodle, one of the biggest things you just did was take your bike back to stock height.
I did.
So how's that going for you?
Way easier than I thought. Yeah, I thought I'd be really clumsy, but actually just practicing the 1 foot down, practicing 1 foot down instead of tiptoeing, it's so much more stable. So I actually haven't dropped it since doing that, so that's been nice.
That's good.
We'll see.
Well, Prairie, no mods for you. You got any new bikes in mind?
Not really, man. I'm pretty much just going to ride this thing till it quits. But, I am starting to miss the cruiser life, so I could end up going back to a 109. It's funny because mine was a 2007 too.
Love it.
You had the red one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great bike.
I remember.
Nice and solid on the highway.
My uncle had a red one. Same, the red one in 2007.
Nice. Yeah, I miss it. I just got sick of the noise. So, that's why I went to the sport bike.
Speaking of noise, Brandon, what exhaust do you have on your bike now?
I have the hard chrome dragster Res Tex.
Yes, very quiet.
Huh?
Joe,
They're too loud.
do you think it was louder than that Trask you had on that Barber?
Actually, I think they were close. They were very close.
Okay.
Very close.
Okay. All right. Queen, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more about your vlogging. What kind of vlog setup you use, Queen, with your cameras and everything that you use?
You said my blog? I'm super simplistic. So like half of the videos are shot on my iPhone. So I make sure I get the top iPhone. Right now I'm working with the iPhone 11 Pro, where I have a 4K camera, could do 4K 60 frames per second. So a lot of times it's just my cell phone. But when I'm vlogging on a motorcycle, like I'll throw a GoPro up there, and I'm using the GoPro Hero 5. So I haven't upgraded. I actually bought the 7, but it didn't wow me. So I'm actually waiting for the next GoPro that they drop, because I feel like those are going to be the ones to get for vlogging. For the top quality, definitely the next drop is going to be the one I get.
Okay. Rusty, how about you? What you use for your vlogging setup?
I've got a GoPro Hero 7 Black. Yeah, I'm kind of with Queen on that. Like, like GoPro, it's not the only one that's out, like the only action camera that's out, but it's like the main one.
Right.
But still, it's got like the same issues over and over again. The one thing that really like ticks me off about it is that like when you're going, you're talking to yourself for such a long time, and then all of a sudden you go back. That happened to me on the Dirty Dixie Performance Bike video. I did the whole video, got back home, realized it only recorded about 10 minutes, and missed the rest. It just cuts off. So I had to go back and like do the whole thing over again.
That happens to me too. Why do you think that happens?
I have no clue. I mean, other than that, like it's okay. It's pretty good.
Prairie, you know why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's the SD cards.
Yeah, well, yeah. Absolutely.
If you put a brand new SD card in, that will never happen. But if you have one that's a few months old, it starts happening more and more.
Is that right?
What if you just format it?
Yeah, that'll get it working for a little bit longer, but I don't know what it is. If they just get a little bit worn, and GoPro's just really picky about them. But yeah, I was having that problem with my my 3 Plus.
That's what I'm using.
And yeah, it's every year I got to get a new SD card for that camera.
Wow.
Wow.
Because it just stops working.
It.
Yeah, I know they like suggest certain SD cards, but yeah, that's actually a good point.
Doodle, what you using for your setup?
I'm using a GoPro Hero 3 Plus, and audio I actually got from Prairie Boy years ago. He did a video about getting good sound. So I use a Tascam.
Okay.
And a plug-in mic for that.
Very good.
Yeah, my GoPro mic port busted after a while of highway hitting. So now I need a separate thing, but it's better sound anyway, so it works out.
Brandon, I know you got a lot of toys in your arsenal. What is your setup?
For my helmet, I use my GoPro 7 Black. I do have a drone that's pretty much bulletproof at this point. Consider how many times I've crashed it.
That's your Maverick Air?
Yeah. And I use this guy for my off the bike stuff, which is a Lumix G85.
How do you like that camera?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Like I said, my GoPro is purely straight up for riding on the bike. I don't use it for anything else. So.
Okay.
And I use the Tascam.
Oh, you do? Okay. Prairie, how about you?
Yeah, Tascam for audio. The 3 Plus Silver is my bike camera. The 5 is my helmet camera. And this is one I use for vlogging too. I just put it in linear mode. Works pretty good.
Okay.
Cool. And I got 2 drones. I got the Mavic Air and a FPV drone.
Maverick. Oh yeah, the one you're waiting for your batteries for.
Yeah, waiting forever for the damn batteries, but I got them.
All right, so think about, guys, all your videos that everybody has done so far. And if I asked you, Doodle, what is your favorite video of yours so far? It doesn't have to be the most popular or most viewed, but your favorite.
My favorite? I'm looking at my videos now to like refresh my memory. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Can you get back to me? Can you ask me? And then I'm gonna like look through it.
Yeah. How about you, Queen? What's your favorite video?
My favorite video has to be the I rode my road glide to Atlanta. It was like in the winter time. It was like 20 degrees outside.
I watched it.
And it was a trip. Oh, really? Yeah. So
you were freezing.
That video was, I swear, I got the heated grips, and that's the only thing that saved me. But definitely that video, because all I used was, so I have a lot of production cameras and stuff. I'm a filmmaker outside of riding. But that trip helped me realize that all I needed was a cell phone and a GoPro, and got all the shots I needed. It wasn't too much to carry when it was freezing. You don't want to pull out a big metal camera, so I just, pulled out my phone real quick with the rubber. It was just a fun trip, and just to make sure it captured all the realness of the trip. I didn't have to set up. Sometimes I set up with a ring light and all that, but I was just like, I was just gonna give it the raw real, and that was one of my top videos. So.
Yeah, we could tell you were freezing.
It was worth it though. Like, it taught me so much. That trip was amazing.
Rusty, how about you? What's your favorite video?
I would have to say the probably the Dirty Dixie performance bike.
That's just because you had so much fun on that bike.
Oh yeah. That was like the first performance performance bike I've ever ridden. So, and just meeting Denton and Sam, the guys from Dirty Dixie, it was really cool. So yeah, I'd say that one.
How about you, Prairie?
I'd have to say my favorite video was quite a long time ago, but there was this kid. He was riding his little pedal bike up and down the street, and he saw me get off my bike when I was checking my mail, and he started doing like little pop-up wheelies and stuff around me. So, yeah, once I got back on, he just took off, and then we kind of like raced down the street. It was really cute.
How long you been doing YouTube, Prairie?
Coming up on 4 years.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Doodle, did you think of one?
Yeah. So I'd say it was a video I did a couple years ago, 10 bikes in 10 minutes, where I'm just sitting in my car because I don't have a bike yet because I just sold my old bike and I was gonna pick my next one. And when I was sitting in my car talking about bikes, I was just talking about all the bikes I had test ridden the year before I decided. It didn't really do that well at first, but more recently, maybe a year later or so, it got picked up and then started doing better.
That's when you got rid of that that Suzuki Boulevard S40?
That was when I got rid of my Triumph Bonneville T100. So I was in between the Bonneville and the bike I have now.
Okay. Mr. Bicasso, favorite video?
I had to go through my videos and look. I'm gonna say the hottest ride of my life, part 2 or part 1 and 2, when I was in California on the Indian.
I remember that.
Yes,
How
really
hot
the
was
whole
it?
series. It was 123 degrees.
You were
Oh,
riding through the desert, right?
Riding through Death Valley.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'd melt. I think I would melt.
That's
How do you have heat stroke?
You were all going to SCMM, right?
No, this is when we left SCTM from Palm Springs and rode through Death Valley to Vegas.
Oh yeah, okay. You were Meatball and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
You looked a little
series
warm there.
burnt when I got back.
Yeah. All right, now switching gears a little, guys. I want you to think about everybody's always riding. What is your worst breakdown story that has happened to you, Rusty?
That was pretty easy. It wasn't necessarily me, but last year we were going to the Adam Sandoval Bring It Home World Record Ride in Texas and Paris.
Yeah.
And on the way down, we were so close. We were like 50 miles from Paris, from the hotel. And the friend that was coming with me and my dad, his bike just broke down. Middle of the night, middle of absolutely nowhere. And we were there for a couple hours just on the side of the road trying to tinker with it. I had to go up the road to this hole-in-the-wall gas station, try to find jumper cables. And finally we came back, got it jumped off, and we limped it back to the hotel. But that was a long day. It took us about 17 hours to get from Knoxville to Paris when it shouldn't have. So
Yeesh.
Prairie, you got any good war stories?
Well, one was the first bike I owned was a 2007 V-Star, and I wasn't far from home, so it wasn't so bad. But I can't remember where the hell I was. But anyway, I come out and I go to start my bike, and it turned over, but as soon as it fired, it died. I was like, what the hell's going on? So I tried to push start it for like 20 minutes while I was pushing it home, because I'm smart. And I couldn't get going. And I was trying all kinds of stuff. I was getting spark, I was getting fuel, it was cranking, but as soon as it fired up, it just died right away. Come to find out, it was the ground wire. For some reason, the ground wire just died. So we ran a new one, and it was perfect. I had no idea that was even a thing, but apparently it is.
There you go. Brandon, you got any breakdown stories?
Yeah, so I actually got a lot. on my first bike, actually, I was riding through a stoplight. I think the bike had a little over 9,000 miles on it. Riding through the stoplight on my very first bike, the clutch cable pops going through a stoplight. So I pull over behind a convenience store, and I tell myself, I'm not leaving my bike here. So I ride home without a clutch.
How'd you pull that one off?
So
You have vice grips in your bag?
I probably wouldn't do it now, but it involves running stop signs and stoplight.
Yeah.
and perfectly timing lights. But yeah, I got it home without a clutch, probably about 5 miles.
Pretty
Going through
good job.
neighborhoods strategically, slow creeping to a stoplight, a stop sign, and then timing the traffic and saying send it and going through the.
Good job, man.
No, yeah, that
You
was
got
my-
that on
Nice.
video?
I don't. This is
Oh,
back in
Oh.
like 2012.
that would
Yeah,
have been a good one.
yeah.
Doodle, you got any breakdown stories?
I don't know if this counts as a breakdown. I thought it was at the time, but this was probably one of my first rides out on like the real road ever. So I was like brand new at riding. I didn't have my new rule of always read the manual about your bike. I didn't have that rule yet.
Right.
And I was riding out in the country. I was by myself, and my bike just shut off, wouldn't turn on again. I didn't have like AAA for a trailer or anything, so I paid to get a trailer. It was like $200, but they sent the wrong one at first. They sent one just for cars, and then I was waiting a long time. I got home like really late, took my bike in the shop, and they said, "You ran out of gas."
Oh,
Had to turn it to reserve.
oh,
Oh, damn.
that was an expensive lesson.
Yeah, I was like, "Thanks for teaching me about that."
Man.
Jeez.
Queen, can you top that one?
Nope, not at all. I'm actually gonna move while I'm doing that. It's gonna get kind of loud, maybe. But the only breakdown story I really have was on my street bob, my dyno street bob, and
Probably the
I hit a
kickstand.
right. Oh yeah, that one too. I forgot about that. But the streets in St. Louis are horrible, so I hit a pothole, and my forks. I guess I don't really know the terminology, but the forks broke basically, and all the fluid like starts spraying out of the
Broke
bike.
the fork seal.
Jeez.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, man.
And then I called.
That was a
someone
serious
from Harley
pothole.
and they picked it up. Man,
Oh no!
if you come to St. Louis, we have the worst streets ever in life. Terrible here.
I would
Good to
hate to be
know.
on a bobber
Oh,
up
God.
there with that slam suspension.
Man, it was terrible.
Yeah, that hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Terrible. But that's it for me.
Now, get a little philosophical for you, Prairie.
Mm.
Does riding transform any other areas of your life?
Got the good questions.
I think it's saved a lot of other areas of my life because I can get my aggression out on the road instead of on people.
I've noticed that in your 185 mile an hour video.
Yeah, that'll solve all your problems. It doesn't matter how bad a day you had. If you do that, it doesn't matter. It's like
how
winning
about,
the lottery.
how about you, Brandon?
What's the question again?
Does riding transform any other areas of your life?
It makes me calm or peaceful, maybe.
Okay.
I guess therapeutic. Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Doodle?
It's the release. Yeah.
How about you, Doodle?
Yeah, I think it's made me kind of just rely on myself more. Yeah, learn to do that better.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mr. Rusty Bagger?
Yeah, so I guess if you follow me on Instagram or subscribe to my channel and you see my videos, I'm a believer in Christ. Like that's a big thing. That's a big thing that I'm based on. So just, being able to ride, go out and experience, the mountains. I'm 30 minutes from the Smoky Mountains. I'm super blessed
Right.
to have some of the best rides. The Dragon is, 30 minutes away from me. So really, really cool
Nice.
to be able to be around, this part of the country and just experience, God's creation and all that. So that's definitely a big part of riding. And also just my dad rides too. So that's a really big
heck yeah.
bonding opportunity for me and
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. How about you,
yeah.
Queen?
I would have to say probably inspiring other people to do things, not even just motorcycles that you normally wouldn't do or people would tell you that you can't do. So being able to be that force for when I'm riding down the street and kids or anybody look over at me like, oh my God, you're riding a bike, like, and to see the awe in people's faces, and then to hear people like, hey, can you teach me how to ride? Just, you know, giving that spirit for everybody to get out here and do something you never done before.
No, you kind of do arrive on that bike. You know, that's a big bike you're on.
Oh, it's big. I ain't gonna lie, that bike is huge, but
Yeah.
it's the most comfortable bike that I've ever had. It's crazy. It's the most heaviest. It's the heaviest bike, but like nothing tops the comfort when I'm riding on the road glide. You got the music, you got the bags, but the ride is literally like gliding down the street. When I get off my Sportster, it's like a total night and day. It's just like I'm literally sliding down the street.
Yeah.
Let's get into some YouTube stuff here. So, Doodle, who was your YouTube influence?
YouTube influence. Probably the very first was Chase on Two Wheels.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever I was looking for bikes, that was the first thing I started doing was looking at bike reviews on YouTube, and then I just got so attached to Chase's style. So then I started looking for specific. Every time I would thinking about a new bike, I would look on his channel see if he reviewed it. So yeah, he might have been first influence. So.
Somebody was having some fun.
YouTube influence.
Huh?
Somebody was having some fun. I heard that.
Somebody's doing.
Oh, there was the motorcycles in St. Louis are all out.
Yeah.
I would say for me, the first moto vlogger I ever watched on YouTube was actually Snowcat. Was it 887 or 87 or something like that?
Something like that.
X87.
Yeah, he
Canadian.
was the first one. Yeah, the Canadian. Yeah. Always watching for that face reveal, and I finally got it. But yeah, just he was the first one I saw, and then I would say my biggest influence would be Adam Sandoval, because he's a big Harley guy. I'm a big Harley guy. I work for a Harley dealership, so I mean that's pretty big. But yeah, I would say Adam Sandoval for sure.
All right, Prairie.
Yeah, Snowcat was the first YouTuber I ever watched on a motorcycle, and then 6'4" Honda.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Funnily enough, 6'4" Honda was the very first comment on my very first video.
Wow.
Oh.
And then it was just all downhill from there.
Queen, who's your YouTube influence?
It was a while ago. It's this guy named Snooge. I don't even know if you probably know him.
Snooge!
You know Snooge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally the only YouTuber I ever watched when it came to motorcycles. He was on the Jixer, I think. When I was like, dang, like vlogging with his friends, just having so much fun, going to different restaurants. I think I've kind of actually picked up some of those habits of how he does his, how he did his YouTube. He stopped now. He's doing like, just like, you know, pranks and stuff now, but he's retired from the motorcycle side for now. So, but that was my inspiration.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Brandon, who's your influence to get into the YouTube game?
If we're talking about motorcycles, it'll probably be Baker X Derek.
When he dances around.
Yeah, Bilma, Snowcat, 6' Honda, Chase on Two Wheels. I got a lot of GoPro tips from them, Yami Noob. But I started back in 2014, I want to say. But I didn't get serious until like a few years ago. But I get a lot of my influence actually outside of motorcycles too. So there's that.
In which way?
I watch a lot of BMX channels, like New York style vloggers and stuff like that. This is guy Austin Augie that I watch that does a lot of BMX vlogs. So I get a lot of my style from him too. Okay.
Now, before you guys go riding, I want to hear, what does your pre-ride routine consist of, Queen?
Oh man,
pre-ride routine.
Good questions.
Just for a regular day of riding, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure I got a nice phone holder to hold my phone, you know, so I can go live on Instagram for a good 5 minutes, so I can talk to everybody. Other than that, look, I just make sure, you know, a camera. Make sure I have a camera, and that's it for real. Just make sure that I'm ready to ride and enjoy the ride. I try not to do too much, but that's about it.
He's ready for the photo ops.
Yeah, basically that's my.
Or photo ops be lit. On point.
Rusty, what's your pre-ride checklist?
Kind of like Queen. Just make sure my phone holder's nice and secure. Make sure everything's plugged in. I got my Cena going. Got my Bluetooth. My amps and speakers on my bike are kind of crap right now. So the Cena's coming in clutch. And I've had a bad habit of like not having my GoPro like just on my helmet and filming when I'm not making a video. So I'm just trying to get back into the swing of that. So making sure I always have my, all that good stuff. And the camera, of course. Got to get that photo out.
That's right. Doodle, what's your pre-ride routine?
I wish I could say T-clocks, but it's not. Probably about the same thing. Make sure I got my phone, my wallet. I haven't been riding with my GoPro in a while, though. Probably should. Sometimes I feel like I'm somewhat consistent about checking tire pressures. So that's about it.
Would you say you do it once a month?
I'd say probably less, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
Prairie, do you have a pre-ride routine?
I do. Cameras, poop, smoke, water.
Oh God.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Poop.
Up close and personal. How about you, Brandon? Can you tell?
It depends. If I'm riding with my cameras, I'll make sure I got all my camera gear and stuff like that. But if I'm just riding, phone, keys, jacket, I ride with my jacket.
Every
and
time?
riding shoes. Yeah, every time.
All right, let me ask you a
time.
question on that. Did that change since you had that incident on the Barber?
Oh, did it change? Yeah, absolutely. Well, I have ridden without my jacket once.
Can you tell it? Can you tell it may not know that story? What happened with you?
So in October of 2018, I wrecked my Indian Scout Barber. I hit a pothole on the interstate. Bike threw me off, and the only thing I had on was a tank top. And basically, road rash. All this is road rashed up. I actually still kind of see it right there. That
We
mark.
see the guns.
Yeah, you see the flap. But yeah, that mark. And I broke 3 fingers. So since then, I just wore my
How
jacket.
fast were you going?
70 miles an hour. 70
Oh.
miles an hour. And the reason I say that is because I had just passed the state trooper at the state line. So
I remember that video.
I wrecked at mile marker 1. So
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I just wear it. I'm just used to wearing it. So it's just kind of second thing now. Oh, my computer went to sleep. No, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. My computer went to sleep. Okay, all right. But yeah.
Let me ask you guys, as far as with your YouTube videos, do you guys plan any collaborations in the future with any other vloggers or riders? Doodle?
I don't at the moment. Yeah, I currently don't have any thoughts to in the moment, but always open to. But another thing about collabs, can I just go on a rant about that?
Yeah.
I think the thing about collabs is I think it's really weird when someone like you've never interacted before, personally anyways, and then they say, hey, let's collab. Like, if you do meet up and do a video, like, it's just awkward. I think it's so much better to become friends first and then like, let that happen.
Okay. Brandon, how about you? I know you've done quite a few things with the IMW world, but any other collaborations planned besides the one we're going to do in a couple months?
I think me and Gen Z Biker are going to do one. We did one back in Orlando. I rode down to Orlando for the Florida Motorblogger meetup where I met Shade Tree Surgeon, Wall Terrific, and all that. But we collabed. But hey, I'm open to collab with anybody.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I got one in the works with Dad and Mad.
Wow, that's going to be a long distance collab?
Yeah. Everything. Yeah. I'm in Saskatchewan, dude. Everything is long distance.
That's true. That's true.
And yeah, I do got a couple other ideas that I want to do with people. I think it's going to be pretty fun.
Let me add in something.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh, I just wanted to, go ahead and Prairie. No, I'll wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Well, one of my ideas is me and another guy will recite famous love scenes. We'll each take a line. And I think that would make imagine me and another dude doing Romeo and Juliet or some shit. I think that'd make for a really good video.
I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
Mr. Bicasso.
I was gonna say, I'm upset that Queen Sit was this close to me and we didn't collab.
Oh.
Right.
Doodle is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Rusty, you're in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I'm not far at all.
Like, I get upset
Oh.
when people get this close to me and we don't collab on something.
I didn't know you
Like-
were from
Dang.
Alabama. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm in Alabama, man. I'm like up
Let's go.
65 and we're right there.
Heck
So, yeah. And Queen
Let's
Sit
make
was
it
like
happen.
right. She was like 2 hours away. I was like,
Hey,
yeah,
I'll be
so,
back for sure though.
Yeah,
As soon as we
bet.
come out of this, I'll be back out.
Yeah, anytime
you got any
guys are down,
plans?
definitely, man.
Somebody say something.
Queen, you got any collaborations planned?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, actually, just people that I run into on the streets. Like sometimes I like to add people who in the car turns up or something, jump into videos. But other than that, I just like collaborating as I go. Kind of like what Doodle said. Just if it comes, then let's make a video.
Yeah. Well, Rusty, I know you've done a couple. I've done one with you, and then you've done some with some other people. You have any
Yeah.
planned in the future?
Not really, not in the future. I mean, there's some people that I would like to possibly collab with at some point. Bicasso, dude, I'm down for it, man. Whenever.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I said, like Smoky Mountains, the Cherry Hollow Skyway, the Dragon, like some of the best roads in the world are like in my
Yes.
backyard. So let's go ride. I'm down.
That leads me to the next question. So a lot of people obviously watching and listening, everybody rides. I'll start with you, Rusty. If I'm coming to your place, what's the best road that you would recommend that I would ride?
Oh, that's deep. I wouldn't necessarily say the Dragon because if you've never done it before,
Yeah.
it can be a little sketchy. Like, I mean, it is dangerous. It's one of the most
It's
dangerous roads in the
populated,
world.
too.
It's very populated. Honestly, to go in the middle of the week. Never go on a weekend. But I would say the Dragon. Now I would say, I guess, the Cherry Hollow Skyway, which is close
Yeah,
to
I
the
love
Dragon.
that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice, so nice. I mean, you can go on the Dragon to get there, so that's kind of a plus, I guess.
Mhm.
I would probably say that maybe the Foothills Parkway because they just opened a new section within the past year or so, and it's
Yeah, I've seen,
absolutely gorgeous. So
Seen you and
yeah.
Traveling Tall hit that all the time.
Yes, yeah,
Dude, totally you should collab with Traveling Tall, man.
yeah. He's done a video on his. He did a tour around my dealership, Smoky Mountain Harley.
Okay.
And I kind of walked around with him a little bit, but we've never done one riding. That would be the most obvious collaboration for me. So
Dude, he might
we'll
let you
definitely do
ride
that.
the bike, man.
That's
he might
true.
let you ride the 124.
Yeah, I got the 124 sleeper. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
So, Queen, other than those potholes in St. Louis, which road do you recommend we ride?
It's a little spot called the Missouri Back Roads. So it's like we got the river, and then you just take the little road and just kind of like follow it along. You can end up at like a lot of different restaurants, or catch a ferry. You hop on, you ride your bike, get on the ferry, and it takes you across back to St. Louis side. So it's pretty dope.
Okay.
That's cool.
Prairie,
I should do a
Canadian
vlog on
road
that.
you recommend?
Well, near me, not really. I mean, the bypass around my city is a fairly new highway, so it's good pavement, and there's one nice little dip that when you hit it at 130, 140, you'll catch some air.
Yeah, I bet.
So that's fun.
Oh god. Oh my god.
But yeah, don't ride like me, kids.
Prairie, I think you need Doodle's stunt cage.
No, what I need God, because if I go down, it doesn't matter that I'm fully geared up, man. It's over.
That's true. That's true.
You know, I've never hit 3 digits, triple digits.
What?
Yeah.
Never?
No, not
Well, that's the first goal is triple digits. The second goal
gotta
is triple the
admit-
speed limit.
I gotta admit, I done some wild stuff in my day, man. And
All right, well,
haven't been
let's
riding
go
but-
with it, Brandon. Fastest you've been on your bike?
I'm gonna say at least $150 on the cruiser.
On the M109?
Yeah, I had it on the Barber too. I'm paying the Barber.
You had it
out.
on the Bobber?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think the Barber. Well, I say this: the TAC had no more to go. I
Right.
say that.
Prairie, you're 185,
In
right?
Mexico. I did that in Mexico.
In Mexico, I did it too. My speedo tops out at 299 kilometers, which is 185, and I was still going past that a little. So, yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun.
How about you, Rusty?
Well, I'm a rider coach, so I go the speed limit all the
Aha!
time. And plus, my parents are watching this, so
I would say
65 miles an hour.
exactly.
Queen,
I'm
how
safe,
fast you
Mom.
had that road glide?
Probably just on 100, 105, just to see if I could do it. And then it was like, all right, I got it. Take it back down.
That's it.
yeah, that's how
But
it
I
is.
like to
Once you
play
get
it
up
safe.
there,
I play it safe. Yeah, I do the speed limit most of the time.
So, Doodle, have you
Yeah,
hit 99?
Nope. I think I've hit like 92 though, just for a couple seconds.
Okay.
There we go.
wait. So
You never
even,
got up that far on the track?
I was gonna ask
No.
that. Even on the track?
You know, that's the thing. I tried, but the straightaways on the track I was at weren't that long. So by the time I had
Okay.
as I could get up there was like 92 or so, and then I had to turn. Yeah.
I gotta pin mine out.
I don't think I'm good at it though, because I was getting passed so hard on that straightaway. So I know it was possible. I just wasn't doing it. So maybe it's just me.
What bike were you riding on the track, Doodle?
My Triumph, the Street Triple R.
Okay.
Yeah, there was another girl on her Street Triple R there, and she was making, I'm sure, probably triple digits. I'm not sure. I never asked her.
Yeah. Prairie, stay away from that track.
Yeah,
I wish there was a track near me, man. I wish.
that's the where to do it though. That's a great place to do it. No cars, no
It's true.
pedestrians,
Absolutely.
No
deer,
cops.
no cops.
God.
They're apparently building one up where I'm at, like a motorsports park in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. So
Oh, wow.
that'll be nice.
I have one 10 miles from me.
Ooh.
Oh wow! You take that Triumph on it?
Yes, actually.
Oh sweet.
Yes. Yeah, it's a huge. They have 4 different tracks. It's a huge complex. It's 200
Wow.
acres.
I got
Wow.
Barber Motorsports near me too. It's like 90
that's
miles
great.
away.
Ooh, Barber's track is
Yeah.
cool.
It's amazing.
Rusty, let me ask you a question. So you are a Harley, a legitimate Harley riding coach. You teach the program, correct?
Oh
Yes.
sweet.
Okay. So, what issue do you find most with new riders?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. With somebody who's never ridden, obviously the first thing we coach them to do is to find the friction zone and stay in the friction zone and slow speed maneuvers. In coaching, a bulk of what we coach is slow speed maneuvers. So just trying to manipulate the friction zone, the clutch and the throttle, stay within it, stay steady in it. That's kind of the biggest thing, I guess, that I notice. Everything else, they start out and exercise a little rough, but the more they do it, they get better. So that's kind of the one thing, I guess, the friction zone and slow speed and low speed maneuvers.
And if anybody's ever seen Rusty get around a gas station doing his circles,
I saw that.
he's full
Joey.
lock, 15 feet all the way.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm scared to lock mine, man.
I think he does it with one hand sometimes.
I've done
too.
a course before though.
You did the course, Brandon?
I've done the motorcycle course, but locking that 109 scares me with that rear tire on the back.
Right.
Yes.
It scares me.
Yeah.
Sure
So,
about
Doodle,
locking
Doodle, you're probably the only one here that actually took the class with Jerry Palladino, correct?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
So, how was that experience?
it was awesome. He's really great with feedback. Like as long as I listened to him, anything he said, if I just made that tweak, it made everything so much better. It was crazy how quickly.
Is he the same way in person as he is in the videos?
What's that?
Is he the same way in person as he is in the videos?
No, I'd say he's more casual, more laid back in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I mean, depending who he's talking to. To me, he was really nice and friendly, but I've seen him get scary to some other people who are being active, who are being
Right.
more active. Yeah.
All right. So, Brandon, I'm going to pick on you for a second.
Oh man, here we go.
Well, no. I mean, in your videos, I watched all of them. You got a certain film style. So my question for you is, how do you formulate your ideas? and then portray to the viewer that vibe that you set out for?
I kind of just go with the flow, man. I kind of just film stuff that I like watching. Most of the time when I am pairing shots with music, all of my music has a certain cadence to it.
Right.
So if one song doesn't work, I've kind of picked all my music out to the point where if this song doesn't work, I have one somewhere that does work.
Mhm.
But as far as how I pick the shot side, I just try to show what's outside.
And you use local artists, correct? As far as music?
Local? No, not necessarily. I use artists outside of I actually contact the independent artists themselves and say, hey, can I use your music?
Mm-hmm.
And I buy all of their music, and of course I showcase their music so other people can go buy their music. That's how I do it.
Good. Yeah, because I mean,
it's a lot more extra work, but I like getting other people's music out there.
Well, you got that Bicasso vibe on those videos, you know?
Thank you, man.
So, Queen, let's talk about your new bike.
Oh yeah, the Sportster.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So I bought it to learn more about motorcycles. Like, the goal is just to start working on it, do some oil change. I don't want to mess with my 19-year-old guy because I just take that to the dealership.
Smart move.
But yeah, but to just learn in case I'm ever on a road trip and something goes wrong, like to have some type of idea of what I'm working with. That's why I got the bike. But then when I start looking into it, I'm like, whoa, this is a whole different side of riding. Like, the sports community is like serious. Like, the mods they put on there is like crazy. So now I'm like looking up parts, trying to figure out what direction I'm going to go with this sports, because that's going to be like one of the main bikes that I ride when I'm just doing like quick stuff in the neighborhood. Because I ride like every day, literally.
I know. What year was that
Yes.
Sportster?
It's a 04 1200
04.
custom.
Okay. So you got a lot of mods planned for that.
Oh yeah.
I know
I'm
you changed
excited
your
about
bike.
that. I'm ready to see it.
Man, it doesn't have any gauges either. No fuel. It doesn't tell you how much
Saw that in your video. Yeah.
So it's just
On my first bike.
I saw the picture, but I didn't
have
pay
it.
attention to that.
Yeah, like it's like a totally different ride, and it's like I don't know. Like I feel the wind more. I don't have a fairing. I just feel like I'm actually like doing something amazing. I don't know how to explain it. Like
Right.
I feel like a rebel. Like I don't have gauges. Like I'm just out here enjoying life on this bike. Like no distractions, literally now.
All right. This is a quick question. Show of hands. Do you guys wave to scooters?
Whoa.
Heck yeah, way to scooters.
Yeah.
Scooter
Doodle, you didn't put your
gang.
hand up.
Scooter gang.
Kinda.
Hey, what? Hey, a dog's attacking me right now, so I'm pretty.
The dog drives a scooter.
Wait.
Yeah, I'll wave to scooters, but I gotta say it really stings when they don't wave back.
Yes. Ultimate
Like
insult.
that's an end it all moment right there. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm done. I'm on to the next stage now.
How many of you guys wear earplugs when you're riding?
Oh yeah.
I just
Yeah?
started actually.
I should.
You just started?
I just started.
Right.
When I went to Orlando, when I did that 8-hour ride to Orlando one way, no
Yeah.
music, just earplugs. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my first time.
Yeah. Rusty, you don't wear them?
No, I should, because I mean, with that pipe, it's extremely loud.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit on my ride to Texas because it was so long, but after a while, it just started hurting my ears, so I really didn't.
Queen, you wear earplugs?
No, like I feel like I should now. Like, is this the thing to do?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna interject right quick. When I knew I needed to wear earplugs when I rode to Atlanta to meet up with some other people, and when I got back home, I couldn't hear for like 3 hours
Yeah.
because the wind
What?
had rattled me so bad on the interstate. I was like, all right, gotta wear earplugs.
Yeah. It usually works.
Yeah, it was bad. I thought I had tendonitis.
Yeah.
It was bad.
All right, so I got two more questions, guys, because I know Doodle's got to be in bed at 9:01. So I'm going to start with her. What is your future trips or rides that you have planned?
Woo!
The good questions.
Planned. Well, planned wise, I'm not sure because I've got one PTO day left for the rest of the year.
Right.
But if I didn't have that, if I could, I would love to ride straight to Mexico.
Wow.
I love that.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Okay.
really cool. But yeah, no specific plans right now because of that. I'm trying to figure out how to conserve that one PTO day.
Right. How about you, Queen? Any future trips planned for riding?
For sure. Yeah, I know I want to hit Sturgis for the first time.
Okay. You gonna ride out there from St. Louis?
Yeah. So if things go as planned, I don't really know what's going on right now. I'm supposed to ride down with some people from Harley, so it'll be exciting to see if that
Okay.
goes through.
Hey.
And I definitely want to go to California. Like I just want to take. I'm a teacher, so I'm free in the summertime.
Okay.
So I just have all this time, but
That's what's
you know
up.
now we can't do anything. But I'm hoping I can go to California. I want to hit New York, a lot of different places.
You got a lot of plans.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. How about you, Rusty?
Well, I'm actually going to Sturgis this year, so that's going to be a first. So that'll
Riding
be the
out with
next big
Dad?
one. Yeah, riding out with Dad, and
Cool.
also Monster Inc., who on Instagram, if you don't follow him. He's the one that's got the built road glide that I rode. He kind of hooked me up with a room, so yeah, be going up there.
Good deal. Got to ride his bike for a week and free room.
Exactly, it pays to know
Nice.
people.
That's right. Prairie, you got any plans?
Well, I would like to hit Sturgis
Yeah.
because I was down there in 2013, but not during the rally.
Yeah.
We were down there in June, so we could hit all the roads and there was no traffic. Oh my god!
So you ride
That
your
was
Gixxer from
amazing.
Saskatchewan down to Sturgis?
Yeah, it's only about 700 miles.
Yeah, that's pretty good on a Gixxer.
I can do it. I'll be sore, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Might as well knock it out and do the iron butt while you're at it.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How about
Actually,
you,
I did
Brandon?
do an iron butt. I got it.
You did an
a
iron
patch
butt on your
somewhere,
Gixxer?
No.
Oh,
I did it on the 109.
wow. Any big plans, Brandon, coming up?
Yes and no. I planned on going to Sturgis, but I had spontaneous work / relocation possibilities coming up, so I kind of put it on the back burner.
Okay.
But for me, to Sturgis, I wanted to go with like pretty much the same crew that I went to Cali with. They're all going to Sturgis.
Yeah.
But for me, one way is 1,500 miles to Sturgis. So it'll be a nice ride. But I do plan on hitting the Dragon again this year. I want to go to the Keys.
Rusty, there you go. He's going to be in your backyard.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah. So like anywhere, pretty much. I actually want to do some camping trips on the bike. Not necessarily like go to a certain area, but I want to ride somewhere and camp on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And do it and go somewhere. And also do the iron butt. I want to do the iron butt this year too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, last question for everybody. I want you to think about this, and I want you to sum it up in one word. Queen, I'm starting with you. Describe how riding makes you feel in one word.
Inspirational.
Good
Well, you
word.
took my word. Literally, you took my word, dude.
Rusty?
Dude, we can
took my
share.
word.
We can share the same word. We can have the same word, right? No.
How about you, Rusty?
Pretty easy one, but free for sure.
No!
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be.
Oh my god. Okay.
I knew
That was
it.
my second one.
Give me time to think. So we'll go to Prairie.
Alive.
Good word. Brandon?
I'm gonna say motivating.
Well, that's a good word, yeah.
Riding
like that
makes me motivates me to do other stuff I need to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Doodle.
I got picked last. I got the I was gonna say free, and then I was gonna say alive.
We took all your answers.
Dig deep.
Second moto's helping me out. This one's good. Liberated.
Liberated. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that means the same thing as free.
That's still a good word. That's a good word.
Captain Granite said moist.
Yeah, with that black leather, if it gets hot.
True.
There's definitely a swampy situation going on, yeah.
All right. Well, just if you guys want to quickly before we sign off, tell everybody about your channels and your Instagram page. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the side chat from cross promoting here. So you want to start off, Doodle? Go ahead.
Sure, I'm Doodle on the motorcycle. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, and stick to those. I just started a Twitter and Moto Amino, but we'll see how I do after this work from home stuff is lifted.
Okay.
On those. Yeah.
Queen Sit.
What's good is Queen said. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. Other sites too, but yeah, those are my main two. And if you just want a good time, you just want to have some fun, all positivity, just come to my channel, and we're gonna make it happen.
All right. How about Rusty?
Yeah, so Rusty Bagger 24 on YouTube, on Instagram. Working on a video right now. If you guys are wanting to get into moto vlogging, I'm doing a video about setting up a motovlog helmet and just kind of going over my new one. So that's my next video. So if you'd like to see it, subscribe.
Good deal. Prairie Boy 77.
Well, Prairie Boy 77 on YouTube, Prairie 77 Boy on Instagram, because some wretched little punk got the name before I did.
Aww.
And if you like motovlogs, I'm a good channel. If you like drone stuff, that's good. But you got to be weird. If you're not weird, you're not going to like my channel. Because I do a lot of weird stuff, man. Like it gets bad.
How about Mr. Bicasso?
I'm Brandon Bicasso, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Brandon Bicasso. I don't have the Bicasso name because somebody took it, and the Bicasso website name is $10,000 just for the domain name.
Wow.
Screw that person for sitting on that domain name. Actually,
that
no.
was me, Brandon. You want to buy it?
Let me check it, Doc. Wait. Let me check it. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Give me 10 seconds. Wait.
It'd be awesome if it was available now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Wait.
YouTube Gold in 3, 2.
It's $19,888.
Wow.
It's a conspiracy.
You got an
You
expensive
can
name.
find me, Brandon Picasso.
Although if you put a P in front of your name, it's a $4 million name.
Oh, that's true.
No, there is that. Yeah.
So it's a bargain, Brandon. Buy it now.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody in the side chat. Doodle, Rusty, Queen, Prairie Boy,
I
Brandon.
want to mention thank you to our awesome host, Anonymous Biker.
Yeah.
I want to say
Yeah,
that.
buddy. This is awesome, dude.
Thanks
And
for having
Thank you for having me
I
on.
love everybody's channel, and I always watch your videos, so I always keep in touch with you guys. So thanks for your time. Doodle's got to go to bed, and Queen's got to get on the bike. So
Yeah.
see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Brush your teeth.
All right, guys.
Later, guys.
Peace.